This game is truth or myth. The rules are simple: 5 seconds to answer truth or myth. Before we start, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's play. Do you think this is truth or a myth? You lose most of your body heat through your head. You have 5 seconds to answer each question. This is a myth. Any exposed skin loses heat equally. Your head just feels colder because it's often uncovered. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Myth. No scientific study has proven a connection between cracking knuckles and arthritis. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Your ears and nose never stop growing. Truth. Unlike bones, which stop growing after puberty, cartilage continues to grow and change shape throughout life. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Your nails on your dominant hand, so the hand you use the most, grow faster. Truth. The nails on your dominant hand tend to grow slightly faster because that hand is more active, increasing blood circulation to the fingers. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Raw oysters are still alive when you eat them. Truth. Fresh oysters are often served alive because they spoil quickly once they die. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Myth. Lightning often strikes the same spot multiple times, especially tall objects like skyscrapers and trees. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Myth. Goldfish actually have a memory span of months, not seconds. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Your fingerprints are completely unique. Truth. No two people have the exact same fingerprints, not even identical twins. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Bulls get angry when they see the color red. Myth. Bulls are colorblind to red. They react to movement, not the color itself. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? You swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep. Myth. Spiders avoid humans and wouldn't crawl into a warm, moving mouth. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? A penny dropped from the Empire State Building can kill someone. Myth. Air resistance slows it down, making it harmless. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? You only use about 10% of your brain. Myth. Brain scans show we use 100% of our brain, just not all at once. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? A blue whale's heart is the size of a small car. Truth. A blue whale's heart can weigh over 400 pounds, as big as a car engine. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? You can't sneeze with your eyes open. Myth. It's difficult but possible. Your eyes will not pop out. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? The moon has a side that remains dark at all times. Myth. The moon has a far side, but all sides receive sunlight at different times. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? humans and dinosaurs lived at the same time? Myth. Dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years before humans appeared. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Tomatoes are fruits. Truth. Botanically, tomatoes are fruits, but they're often used as vegetables. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? A day on Venus is longer than its year. Truth. Venus rotates so slowly that one full day lasts longer than a year. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Pigs can't look up at the sky. Truth. Due to their anatomy, pigs can't physically look straight up. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? You can survive longer without food than without sleep. Truth. You can survive weeks without food, but only about 11 days without sleep before death. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Your phone is dirtier than a toilet seat. Truth. Your phone has more bacteria than the average toilet seat. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Chicken can live without its head. Truth. One chicken lived for 18 months after its head was cut off. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Earth is the only planet with water. Myth. Water exists on Mars, one of the moons of Jupiter, and even Pluto. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Giraffes only sleep 30 minutes per day. Truth. Giraffes sleep for only 30 minutes total per day, often in short naps. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Toilets flush in different directions depending on which hemisphere you live in. Myth. The Coriolis effect, which affects large-scale weather patterns, does not influence small things like toilet water. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? No one ever escaped from Alcatraz. Myth. While Alcatraz was considered escape-proof, some have managed to escape and never been seen again. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Time travel is impossible. Myth. While traveling back in time as seen in movies is highly unlikely, traveling forward in time is scientifically possible. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? The creator of Bitcoin is unknown. Truth. The true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious creator of Bitcoin, remains unknown to this day. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? Eating carrots improves your eyesight. Myth. While carrots contain vitamin A, which is essential for eye health, eating lots of them won't give you super eyesight or cure vision problem. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? The Leaning Tower of Pisa has always leaned. Truth. The tower began tilting during construction in the 12th century due to unstable soil. Do you think this is a truth or a myth? A wet phone can be saved by putting it in rice. Myth. Rice doesn't absorb moisture effectively enough. Turning the phone off and using silica gel packs works much better. Thanks so much for watching. Please choose your next Harbo games.